Yo, 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 welcome back to the fifth round. As always, myself, Stephen Musteris, brought to you by the Intrigue Content Network. And I just wanted to get into it this weekend. We got a pretty good fight card coming up, headlined by Edson Barboza and Giga Chikadze. And I think another huge fight on the cards, Kevin Lee, as he takes on Daniel Rodriguez. And then, if you're really going to look into I don't want to break down the fight card too much because it's a lot of unknown names right now. You got like Sam Alvey, who's pretty much on the outs of the UFC. No offense to Sam, because you're just getting old. We're seeing the older guys getting released left and right. But he's coming down to the last couple fights regardless, even if he wins. So it's nice to see him fight. And usually these are the fight cards that I really like because these are the ones that we get the names from. Like look at Giga Chikadze. I know he just beat Cub Swanson in a very impressive win in May, but that's a no-namer right there that nobody really expected, and he comes out here with a minute, one fucking liver shot with the left kick or whatever it has come out, and now we're hyped as hell to even watch the guy. And there could be two or three phenomenal finishes on this fight card that just brings a couple of studs out. So I'm really excited to really look at it. But man, I think a reason that I like this fight so much is whenever I broke down the Giga Chikadze over Cub Swanson fight, I was really calling for Giga to be fighting Edson Barboza. I just like the matchup so much. Clearly kick heavy, really impressive, just speed and everything on switch kicks and everything. And I'm a kickboxer, Muay Thai guy, so I love watching the kickboxers at the high level, the fastest and most elite guys go at it. And, like I said, Giga finishes Cub on May 1st, and on May 15th, Edson Barboza comes out with that weird little wacky finish of Shane Burgos, like the late knockout. But I was screaming for it. I was like, Giga Chikadze, Edson Barboza, like let's see it. I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't even think Edson Barboza was gonna beat Burgos. I thought Burgos was actually gonna pull that one out. But as we saw what happened, clearly that wasn't the case. But now we're finally sitting here, and the fight's literally 4 or 5 days away, and I'm really excited for this fight. Clearly everybody knows this is Giga's like if you're gonna ask me, I thought Cub Swanson on at least ground game level, and just what he got, like the different avenues he could have took that fight if he would have not got kicked in the side, I thought would have really tested Giga a lot more than what Edson Barboza will. But now we're finally just pretty much just a kickboxing match. I think it's almost similar to like watching Edson Barboza fighting his younger self now that he's older and whatnot. And I think that's what we could be seeing. It also kind of gives me not quite the feels of Anderson Silva versus Israel Adesanya, because clearly those guys were on way, way different levels as Edson Barboza and Giga. But kind of where we thought Israel was going to put him out, and almost had too much respect for Anderson Silva. And Anderson came in looking honest. That was probably his last really good performance that people were impressed on. And I don't know. The only thing I'm sitting here kind of worried about in this fight is Edson Barboza, if we remember correctly, his shin got cut open on a check against Shane Burgos just in May, just a couple months ago. And I'm not sure what that's going to be looking like, because I know it was bothering him in the fight right before he got the finish, so it kind of helped. But I don't know if we're going to see as big of leg kicks, or at least from both sides from Edson Barboza. And if that's the case, I definitely think that's going to be a play that's going to hurt him, just because I think Giga is going to be really tough to get hit with hands. So it's going to be then again, we always think these kickboxing fights are these two guys that are coming in with high finishing rates that are going to knock each other out. It ends up being, it could be a little snooze fest, a little 5-round decision, or who knows. So it's really, for me, clearly it's Edson Barboza's IQ and just his experience versus a Giga Chikadze speed. Almost that ignorance of like, I have no idea what it's like to lose at a high level yet, so I'm going to just come in here and kill it. Like kind of like how I like college, like March Madness, like those guys that go in there on the Cinderella stories. Those guys can't be told no. Like, what do you mean? These guys are so young and dumb, they don't know what the fuck they're talking. Like, not really, not dumb, but I'm saying, as in just being aware of the moment, is like a LeBron James would right now, going into his last couple of years, where it's like, wow, I know it's on the line. So, I think Giga's definitely got that. And if I had to pick, I'm thinking Giga could probably get that out of there in 2 or 3 rounds, just from the little sample size we have of him. But also, I wouldn't be shocked if anything happens. But I definitely am leaning towards Giga more, even if it might go 5 rounds. I definitely think he has a gas tank more. Not that he's 5'5". We haven't seen him in 4 or 5, but Edson can slow down, and we've seen it before. So, but hey, this has been the 5th round. Steve Musteris, as always. Comment or whatever if you guys got some, got some opinions on these fights. I really like hearing them. So, hey, thank you guys so much for watching, and please check out for more. Thank you.